Hi guys. Hi there. Sorry. Apparently my Wi-Fi was disconnected, so Aquarius, I'm sorry, but your reading um, was just like cut in the middle of basically. So if you head on over to that, you can definitely check out the first half of that reading. I'm not going to go through this again. Again, sorry, technological problems. Anyway, let's just finish this up. So basically your card being in reverse is talking about there's like a lack of forgiveness and compassion that's coming through for yourself. So you have to, and I'll come out with like a video about shadow work and what I mean by forgiveness and compassion and the kinds of work and practices that that requires. But basically what I'm saying is using like an insight app. That's an app for your phone, and that provides some free meditations, or you can find free meditations on YouTube, but it's really delving into your feelings and emotions towards any guilt that you have and releasing that. As a matter of fact, there is a release card over here for you, and sorry, the words are like blurred out. There we go. So this is that fall. So fall colors, that orange color. So again, I'm getting that sense that maybe closer towards the end of the year, you're going to really start feeling, that you can handle things more fluidly. And if you want to speed that up, definitely enjoy delving into your psyche a little bit more. I have some shadow cards here, but I just wanted to implore you guys to actually focus on simplifying your life. Look at those baby blues. Look at that feather. That might be a sign for you in the future and I'm hearing Archangel Gabriel is the one who's coming through for you guys. So that might be an angelic sign for you. If you are interested in the angels and what they have to say. This is more of like they're coming with towards you with news, but also I'm feeling like love, and I just heard the words procreation. So might be news of a child. Gabriel is known to visit people who are dealing with childhood traumas, people who are looking forward to having a child. I just had like the saddest storyline go through my head that some of you might have a partner who may have passed away, but you're still, carrying your child. So I'm sorry again for your loss if that's any of you out there. Yeah, that's such a sad story. Damn. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of that. So yeah, anything that involves even up like fiddling with your hands, reading a book, enjoying coloring, rolling around, making sure that I know in yoga, there's this woman here on YouTube. Her name is Yoga with Adrienne. That's the name of her channel. Love her work and really enjoy when she makes us like tuck our knees close to our chests and roll back and forth. So soothing for the spine, especially if you are working on a computer all day long. If you're like a coder or something, that might be something for you. Yeah, I wanted to step into the shadow aspects here. All of these cards came in reverse, but I can't read backwards, so that's why you see them upright. You have here your child aspect, your child archetype is the word I'm looking for. It was in its shadow attribute, which means a tendency to abuse animals, people, or the environment. So I don't really feel like someone is abusing their pets necessarily. Maybe dealing with childhood abuse is what I'm getting. Maybe someone being too violent towards you. I'm also getting like bullying feeling, which there are independents in this particular deck, which is by Carolyn Miss archetype cards. In this particular deck, there is a separate bully card. But these are the vibes that I'm getting from shadow attributes. And again, abusing your environment, which I believe I spoke a little bit about in your first half of this reading. So just contending with the idea that your parents are fallible, going through some of those old memories and realizing, you know, kind of like try to rationalize and empathize with the individual roles that were played in that in those scenarios. And that is by no means a way of, you know, absolving them of all that guilt. It's more of making you realize that you were in a helpless, vulnerable state, but you don't have to carry that with you through this time. So I'm getting that someone was definitely victimized as a child, mainly because even through that story that I explained to you guys, I have the rescuer card, which was in its shadow, the victim also in its shadow. So for the rescuer, we have shadow attributes, assumes that the rescued will reciprocate and keeps the rescued one needy. So there might be some reoccurring themes in your life, even romantically, where you want to be rescued. So you put yourself in helpless situations and you're like, well, what can I do without so-and-so? Or thank you, so-and-so. What would I do without you? Which aren't necessarily bad things to say. It's just that your mental state and where you are kind of make those statements a little bit more punchy and more giving your authority over to them. Shadow attributes, playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity, an ability to maintain personal boundaries. And that kind of goes hand in hand with that rescuer theme. You're not setting boundaries for yourself. You're not taking yourself seriously enough to recognize your own authority and agency in your life. Damn, I'm getting pretty articulate. I can't believe I did that. Anyway, moving on. Shadow attributes, hoarding money, emotions, obsessive fear of losing your wealth, which is interesting because I did not vibe from you with your tarot reading. I'm referring to your tarot reading here. I did not get that vibe that you guys were hoarding your wealth, but I can definitely see that now. When I recall saying, hey, you know, get into investments, get into okay, those are active forms of savings, and those are positive and active forms of like proactive forms of saving. But saving just to save, like penny pinching, like I can't have coffee today, guys. I can't buy that cup of coffee. I can't enjoy some small form of pleasure for myself. Here's a great example. You say that you can't go whitewater rafting because it's $200, but then you spend $200 on tarot decks. Just a personal example for you guys. So it's the smallest pleasures that you need to kind of allow in because you're doing all the right things, or at least generally. Again, this is a general reading. Most of you are. So those are some shadow aspects that you can kind of sink your teeth into and really understand where your faults might lie. So don't get me wrong, I still have one more tarot card to bring out to you. It's just that these messages up top in the tarot tree were kind of overlaying with all of the other oracles. So we have what I was mentioning before, which was enjoying the small pleasures. And I've been noticing that there are some cards in here with, you know, a bunch of like spirit animals. The lynx has come up twice for might be that might be a good power animal for you guys to take into account. I'm getting heavy Artemis vibes from this one. So it's like you're hunting, you're searching for what brings you pleasure and enjoyment. Step into that power, step into your portal, and don't really look back. It's all about forgiveness. Once you look back and once you actually release and forgive what has happened and forgive yourself of anything that's happened, then you don't need to worry your head about it anymore. You just get to let go and breathe new, like life. I said breed, so that might have been a Freudian slip with all the talk of pregnancy and child work here. But this is the miracle of life. This is like, again, I'm being pulled into that story of you bearing someone having a child in their womb and their partner being deceased, and then bearing the gift of life through to fruition and seeing this. I'm hearing a baby boy specifically, and that pairs up, guys, with your tarot. Specifically with this bundle of joy and excitement, and in healing your wounds and your losses for yourself when you were a child, healing your losses now presently, especially for going with that storyline of a deceased partner, just healing those wounds and then recognizing that there's a lot of joy and happiness that can come through into your life. And it doesn't just have to be a small cup of coffee. It can definitely be you surrounding yourself with loving family members and friends, people who care about you and can help you spearhead a new direction and point for your life, which is what's coming up for you, actually. Some of you can't pick up this card. Some of you might be feeling like life is speeding up too fast for you. But I definitely get this magician vibe of use it to your advantage. Use the energy if you start feeling really energetic to do that spring cleaning, reorganize your house, move the chi around, do like Tai Chi or some kind of yoga. And all the other two cards kind of speak to this same semblance of loss. And forgiveness, the wasp spirit being sometimes life stings, and that's the way of it. You get stung by a wasp, and I don't know, I've never been stung by a wasp. I hear it hurts like a bee, but I meant to curse there, so it was kind of like a play on words of bee and bee, as in the animal. Here I'm seeing turquoise and feathers. And again, I'm being kind of drawn to the antennas here and how they're similar to the antlers and how you kind of need to poke the bear a little bit. And the bear is actually you in this case. Again, digging deep and just really saying to yourself, this is it. I don't want to continue having a pity party. And again, remember, you're never alone. Just surround yourself with people who are affectionate, who love you and support you and your growth. It's all about mindsets and putting these self-help books. I keep seeing like cookbooks, self-help books piling up. Put those things into practice and try to find, again, that balance, that recreational help that you need and deserve. All right. So that's the end of your reading, Aquarius. That was a healthy helping kind of a reading. I believe that's 40 minutes between the two separate live streams. So some quick marketing, gotta input my name and get myself out there, essentially, sell my business and whatnot. I do offer 30-minute readings. Those are Zoom recordings, so you can go to OmegaOctave.com and basically you follow the instructions on there, and I will record for you a reading, again, 30 minutes long, similar to this, And it's just like a quick spitfire kind of a reading into your energetic vibration, what's going on in your life. If you want a one-on-one live reading through Zoom, that's a tad more expensive, but well worth it. It does include a write-up, and that sometimes is my stronger suit. My communication abilities are a bit stronger when it's written word, because I have all the time in the world to really sink in with the information that I've divined for you and give you a write-up of all the components, and even, like Garrisol and Shiva's eye or agate, write those out to you, and you can like copy and paste them and look up the information. Sometimes I include what those stones do for you or what they mean in that write-up. So everything's nice and handy for you. And last but not least, I also do group readings of 4 and 8 people. This is for you and a group of friends to just, BYOB, bring your own booze, have some fun. For those of you who are frightened, or if you have friends who are frightened of tarot or just want to dip their toes into it, it's 15-minute segments per person. And you kind of, go with the flow and have fun with it. I try to keep it light if that's what the cards, request. Other than that, I think that's all of the nice, house cleaning topics that I need to go over. Please like, subscribe, and follow me here on YouTube, and follow me on Instagram at OmegaOctave as well. All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of your wonderful, help. You're helping my service, and you're helping me get my name out there and my business out there. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Mwah. Blessed be.